Welcome back to another episode of Green Hell Spirits of Amazonia. Today we are talking about the Craftsman legend and how to build the tribal statue. The first thing you'll need to do is find and discover all of the legends associated to the Craftsman legend. If you haven't found those already, spoiler alert, here's a map with all those locations. Okay, now that you have all of the legends, you're able to begin the process. You're gonna need a mud forge. Get that built, get that going. First and foremost, though, more importantly, get the mud charcoal furnace built and get that cooking. You're gonna need a lot of charcoal to keep the forge fed. So get that going first and foremost, because that's gonna take the most amount of time. There's a few things you're gonna need to complete this challenge. You're going to want to get the iron going and smelting as soon as possible, just based on time. But you're also going to need an arowana scale, you're going to need a cat fang, and you're going to need a feather. You're also going to need some wood resin. So while you're traveling about looking for items, just keep an eye peeled for some wood resin. For the bird feathers, I'm pretty sure you guys can figure that out. You need to find a bird that's on the ground somewhere. There's some other place you can get it too from native camps and whatnot. You're going to need an arowana scale. Go find an arowana. They are basically everywhere in this game. Harvest one of those up. Get the meat, get the fish bones, but also get this arowana scale. And you're going to need to hunt down a jaguar or a puma. Or, better put, you're going to have to let them hunt you down. Fight them, kill them, and harvest them up, and you'll get cat fangs. So you're going to need one of each of those, the wood resin, and these iron ores. To complete this, you'll also need to have some empty mud molds. To get empty mud molds, you need to have mud bricks. Harvest those up. You're going to get 3 empty mud molds from that. Go ahead and hang on to all 3 of those. You're going to need them. If you don't have all those items yet and you need to go out and find some still, I recommend getting the forge going. Get that iron in there, get that smelting while you're out looking for stuff. To start the forge, you're going to need to load it up with charcoal. I'll pick up this whole stack, drop it right in, and then as to not waste any charcoal, I'll insert one at a time until I'm full. Once you're full, you can light this up and start smelting. To smelt the iron, you just have to hover over it and hit insert. You can also pick it up and drop it into the bottom there, whichever you prefer. Works both ways. If you have everything you need and you're just waiting on the forge, you can take micro naps just right here on the ground. So you can just simply go into your menu, sleep on the ground. You're going to have to wake up basically right away so you don't get worms, but you're going to see that's going to advance the time quite a bit. So this will definitely help speed up the process if you already have all the items you need. When the iron ore is done, it'll pop out of the bottom and just land on the ground right here. You'll be able to pick up the metal iron ore, place it right in your backpack, and then start the next piece of iron. Get that all going. Rookie mistake. Do not forget to feed your forge. You're going to need to fill it up with charcoal basically every time you want to switch something out. Just make sure it's full. Otherwise, you'll do what I just did and be sleeping on the ground, waiting for it to be done, and it's just not progressing. Whoops. And there's our last piece. So now you can take this right to the crafting menu, grab an empty mold, and one of these 3 items, we'll start with the arowana scale, and craft those. That's going to give you an arowana scale mold. Now you can take that, put that right in the fire. You're going to do the same process for both the cat fangs and the feather. Just like the iron ore, once it's done, it'll just pop out and land on the ground. From here, you want to harvest that, and it's going to put the item right in your backpack. So now, from the arowana scales, I have a metal scale. That's the first piece of the puzzle. Repeat that with both the cat fangs and the feathers. Second one's done. Took us all night. One more to go. Once you're finished, you should end up with 3 items. Metal scales, metal fangs, metal feathers. And we're ready to start crafting. So we'll craft the wood resin, all 3 metal items we just made, and 1 stick. That's going to allow you to craft the tribal statue. And there it is. Now all that's left to do is hand deliver this statue to the tribal elder, collect your reward, and reap all the benefits. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.